Hello and welcome to another Forged Alliance Forever cast. I'll be your host, Swkoll, and today we'll be looking at a game between Freshy and Voodoo. Freshy is the orange Cybran, and Voodoo is the yellow UEF. This was a game sent to me by TA for Life. Very grateful for that. If you'd like to send me a game, please upload it to a service like Dropbox, and you can just send me a link in a private message. So onto the game. We have Freshy sending out 2 early scouts. Looks like he'll be doing a 6 PGen build. No second factory planned. Freshy, he's going 1 PGen and rushing the Hydro. Is he must be power stalling. Quite surprised at that. But no offensive units. First 4 engineers for Voodoo. Now Freshy has put out 3 moles across the center of the map. He's able to see anything that would be coming at him, any sort of raiding groups. Unfortunately for him, they're currently... the first raiding group is now on its way, actually. No, it's just a tank moving to defend the expansion. Another group also moving out to the expansion. Looks like we're seeing a Mantis move around the left side and the right side. Probably looking to do some raiding there. Second air from Freshy after getting the Hydro. And Voodoo going slightly faster second air with the engineer assisting. We now see a bomber coming out for Voodoo. We'll be seeing first gesture for Freshy. That is an interesting move, surely. It'll give this bomber a nice opportunity to attack if it sees anything. Second bomber out for Voodoo. Mantis now in a very convenient spot. Should be killed by those tanks, and this one's actually slipping by. And we're seeing a transport coming up from Voodoo. He'll probably need to cancel that and make inties. So he's gonna keep the transport going and build the Tech 1 anti-air. Striker should win. Decides to just keep on running. You now see a tank in the middle and multiple interceptors up for Freshy. Voodoo's build is getting completely messed up at this point. Voodoo has managed to get this expansion and half of that expansion, which puts him at a slight eco advantage. Beautiful bomb, taking out 2 engineers and stopping the factory production. Another bomb coming in. Oh, another engineer and a Mantis. An additional Mantis apted. But meanwhile, this gesture, MVP of the game, getting tons of kills. Slow this down. 5 kills so far for the gesture. Sorry, my mouse is still not functioning well. Now Voodoo's going ahead with starting his land spam, doing a bit of teching. He's already got 1 T2 mechs working on the second. Now transport makes a successful drop. He's going to get 2 mexes, the radar, and reclaim. It looks like the transport was shot out of the air before landing. Now we're seeing Freshy coming in. Huge raid right here. Takes out the Engie. Should take out the factory and 4 mexes. Voodoo deciding to move his ACU to secure that position. Freshy neglecting this expansion. Not exactly sure why. He should just send a single engineer to pick up all these mexes. Tanks versus Manti. Tanks win. Now we're seeing interceptors in support of 3 Mantis and a mole. Should take out these 4 engineers, giving Voodoo a large eco. He sees the scout. He hasn't reacted yet. Flak is being very useful though. No kills yet, though. Alright. Now we're seeing two large raiding forces moving up the side. Both forces have a lot of flak in support. Well, this one does anyway. Single arty. Cybern arty, possibly the worst arty in the game. Only really effective against large swaths of the unit. Gesture still. Yeah, that's the same gesture. Now has... Come on. No, it goes down. After doing so much for Voodoo. Starts a PD but decides against it. Freshy finally deciding to get the extra mexes. Still not sure why he decided not to get those originally. It's now 9 minutes into the game. Voodoo has managed to get most of his map control. These mantis need to target this engineer. It's the only one nearby. If it goes out, then it'll be very inconvenient for Voodoo to get reinforcements. And the engineer does go down. Seeing still a ton of teching from Voodoo. 3 Tech 2 mexes versus 2 Tech 2 mexes, and now a drop coming out from Freshy. This was cleaned up by the gesture. I can only assume that anyway. Now Voodoo going Tech 2 land, sending out a Tech 2 engineer, and he will do something, I guess. Might be looking to build PDs, Tech 2 power, something else. Successful drop up on this island. This isn't an island, this ledge. Also very interesting thing about this ledge, it's a great place to put TML, tactical missile launchers. You can shoot easily out into the field. It's also a nice place to put T3 arty. 3 kills in the Tech 1 flak. Now a fairly major air battle being forced by Freshy. Voodoo has numbers, but yeah, Voodoo will win this air fight. But meanwhile, Freshy coming in with the second drop on the ledge and 2 major attack forces. Voodoo's managing to use his ACU, 10 kills so far. He needs to keep these engineers who are reclaiming alive. A single mantis sneaks through, and now we're seeing a ton of mantis come in. It looks like the pillar is the unit of choice for Voodoo. Emergency Tech 1 point defense. Built quickly and should defend against that group. Now Freshy appears to be rallying most of his forces in the middle of the battlefield. Should take out that minor force there from Voodoo. Lots of numbers for Freshy. Voodoo's still trying to secure this position. Has numbers and tanks, though, so he may have an advantage. Now, just Tech 2 land is now being produced by Freshy. A massive hoplite spam. There's loads of hoplites. And he also has a very significant Tech 1 land spam compared to Voodoo, who's operating off of 6, 7 factories as opposed to Freshy's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 factories. Plus those. Nope. Yeah, but Freshy, he built too many factories. He's now mass stalling pretty hard. Yeah. He's trying to utilize twice the mass. He needs to take off some spam, turn off some factories, and reclaim them. A massive rallying force. 5 hoplites. Countless manti. Getting ready to push right into Voodoo's base. Let's see. Actually, let's not. Now we're seeing TML coming out from Freshy. He's got a Tech 2 engineer assisting it. First missile comes out. This is it. TML is already built though. Emergency Tech 1 point defense goes up. Fails to prevent the attack. Meanwhile, tactical missiles destroying mexes. Massive forces just running into Voodoo's base. No respect. This force should be cleaned up quite nicely though. This is just massive fields of reclaim at this point. More TML coming in, taking out additional mexes. Just gonna keep shooting out those missiles. We're seeing another battle over here. Voodoo has numbers and should be able to clean that up. Production has stopped from the T2 factory momentarily. Voodoo has been wasting mass. There's no reason for this. Oh, he's going Tech 3 with it. So Voodoo at minute 18 going Tech 3 land. And he's getting his TML up now. Is there any significant Tech 3 land? Yep. Freshy is already halfway done in his Tech 3 land. He cannot support that with all this with the amount of mass he's produced. He has though. Despite having most of the map control, he can't really support this without any major teching. Tech 1 point defense is going to work. Now we're seeing rhinos against strikers and T1 point defense. T1 point defense all over the map at this point for Voodoo. Looks like the plan is to build rows of it in a wall. There's so much reclaim right here. Now the T2 powers up, he can proceed to reclaim just about everything there and utilize it. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Tech 2 air though. Now we're seeing the Corsair, the T2 fighter bomber for Cybern being prepped. TML still being quite successful for Freshy. How many kills on this? 8 kills on the TML. Certainly costing Voodoo a lot of mass there. Now, Voodoo's finished his Tech 3. So has Freshy. He's producing loyalists. Very good when used with a Tech 1 force. Voodoo is keeping his factory idle for whatever reason. Putting a lot into this Tech 1 point defense spam, despite it being easily countered by both hoplites and Tech 1 RD. Loyalists are coming out against Titans. We'll have to see where Voodoo decides to send these Titans. Either to the bottom, defend against this force, or to the right, defend against that force. Although I'd like to see a single Titan run all the way down the center of the battlefield. There's no reason these engineers should be anywhere that close to Voodoo's base. Can you see them? Oh no, he's power stalling really, really badly. Almost 2,000 power. He's trying to get more Tech 2 power up. The Titan's shields, the Titans will not be anywhere as effective. Well, that's happening. Alright, now we're seeing massive interceptor presence above Voodoo's base. may be a snipe. Freshy's coming in with about 10 Tech 2 bombers. Now, where's his ACU? He's over here. Walking into his base to assist with Tech 2 power. Bomber's not exactly knowing where to go. They're deciding to target the Tech 2 power. Voodoo's economy completely wrecked at this point. No Tech 2 power left. Targeted loads of flak. Voodoo's out of interceptors, out of shields. His Titan shields aren't working. This would be a great moment for Freshy to attack against his Titans while their shields aren't working. Emergency Tech 1 flak going up. It's almost inexcusable that there wasn't this Tech 2 flak earlier. Now we're seeing Percival's coming out. Emergency Tech 1 power spam. Trying to spread out the power production so he can't target it as easily. Now over here we're seeing this force. Got quite a few loyalists in a weird patrol order. Not exactly what you want your land units doing. So now both players appear without any major air force at minute 25. We have Tech 3 Titans and massive Tech 1 point defense spam from Voodoo. We should be seeing bricks coming out. Yes, we're now seeing bricks. These are great counters against Titans. They've got great range, move very high fire rate, and move quite fast. This force needs to get out of there. Or at least do something. At least engage them if you're going to get shot. Now over here we're seeing a simultaneous attack. Just loyalists in this force against the Tech 1 point defense. Important thing about Tech 1 point defense, it has the same amount of DPS as a Tech 2 point defense, but without the health and the range. Percival's will clean up as long as they don't get hit by the Tech 1 arty. Shields don't know what they're doing. Now the bricks are just having a field day. Nothing to stop them. So many Tech 1 point defense. How many? 21 Tech 1 point defense for Voodoo. Even I think that's a bit excessive. Now we're seeing a huge field of reclaim from the dead Tech 1 through Tech 3 units there. Freshy has some very ballsy engineers reclaiming all the way up to Voodoo's base. Now we're seeing Tech 2 point defense come up in assistance of this Tech 1 point defense. Tech 2 fighter bombers coming in, trying to target. What are they targeting? Mexes. I would have liked to see them target this Tech 2 power though. Or maybe they did just shoot Tech 2 power. Tech 3 mexes from Voodoo. He's trying to keep this one alive. Now this force here, paying no respect to the Tech 1 point defense, as they should. Just running in. Bricks are still here. They're kind of doing their own thing. Now we're seeing these guys just run all the way into Voodoo's base. Tech 1 point defense killing loyalists. This is mad. That's the only word I have to describe this at this point. Tons of engineers about to build Tech 3 point defense. They'll deny pretty much everything that Voodoo could do at this point. Air production about to be destroyed. We're seeing about 10 bricks coming out for Freshy. Not much to stop them. Tech 2 point defense. Tech 2 TML. Yeah, Voodoo is mass stalling pretty hard. Tech 3 Tech 3 massive tractors are down. Tech 3 point defense is now up for Voodoo. Now meanwhile, what are we seeing? Most of the land span was reclaimed, and now we're seeing strat bombers coming out for Freshy. This is... I've run out of words to describe this game. Got 6 Tech 2 power. Lots of Tech 2 mexes. TML support. The bricks continue to roll. Now strat bombers targeting Voodoo's ACU. Voodoo's trying to get... might be trying to get some overcharges in. No, it looks like he'll just be getting it right. Tech 3 anti-air should deny the rest of those strat bombers. Voodoo is now under a shield. Much harder to kill at this point. Shield is down. Just as that force was defeated, another force of bricks are coming in. Loads of Tech 1 point defense tearing apart bricks. What are we seeing? Loads of strat bomber production. More brick spam. And just teching from Freshy. Taking advantage of the fact that Voodoo's base is all but destroyed. Voodoo keeps trying to get that Tech 2 power up. He's got mass, but no power to utilize it. Well, these certainly are leaving a lot of nice wrecks for Voodoo. Once he gets the power, he should be able to rebuild his base ridiculously quickly. Although there is quite a lack of build capacity. Especially when you compare it to Freshy. This amount of engineers is excessive. Each of these are about 50 mass. He's just wasting mass at this point. 3 bricks. Deciding to take out the Tech 1 point defense before doing anything at this point. Definitely the smart decision. More scouting from Freshy. Getting lots of Tech 2 power up. Lots of Tech 3 point defense, Tech 2 power. And now Freshy is sending engineers right into Voodoo's right expansion. Absolutely no respect for what's going on right here. Now they're about to get all this mass. Just ludicrous amounts of mass at this point. Now we're seeing Tech 3 already coming out, trying to break the turtle. Or what would be a turtle if his base had any time to survive before being torn apart again. $5,000 health on Voodoo's ACU. He goes down to 2,000, less than 3,000 health. The RD is down momentarily before this next one moves in. Loads and loads of scouts. I'm uncertain why he needs so many scouts. Just feeding veterancy to this 40 kill anti-air. More power goes down. This may be the end for Voodoo. Freshy now has 4 T3 mobile arty pounding his base. 2 shields will not suffice. Now Voodoo trying to get out quick. Tech 2 arty. This can outrange the Tech 3 arty. And is also more accurate and all around a better unit, except it costs several times more than the T3 mobile arty, plus it's not mobile. Now we're seeing 3 Tech 2 shields out for Voodoo. This is crazy. Now Freshy deciding to stockpile his Tech 3 strategic bombers. He's got 4 of them. Sitting around, waiting for an opportunity to attack Voodoo's ACU. Still at Tech 1 at this point. He's wasting power. I'd almost suggest he'd go to Tech 2 just to get the faster regen rate on his ACU. The additional build capacity would be nice. Now Voodoo's got to think of something. There's not much left he can do in this situation. He's got his Tech 2 arty, his Tech 3 point defense, and his Tech 2 power not even lasting for that long. Now we're seeing Voodoo going into power stalling. What is he spending all his power on? He's trying to get T3 mexes. Not exactly sure why he's getting T3 mexes. Alright, now his economy is back to almost normal. Finally, Tech 3 scouts out for Freshy. This expansion may also be lost for Voodoo at this point. It's worth noting that he's managed to build Tech 3 mass extractors, not too far off from his Tech 1 mass extractors. No, massive! What? I did totally miss that. Tech 3 Strat Bombers and Tech 2 Corsairs. Run in, take out, go right through the shields, and end Voodoo's ACU. I totally missed this Tech 2 Bomber spam. I saw he was stockpiling, but didn't think he would go for a snipe so soon. Well, in that 42-minute game, Freshy beats Voodoo by breaking his turtle with loads and loads of Strat Bombers and Tech 2 Bombers in a very impressive comm snipe. This has been a crazy game. I'd like to thank TA for Life again for sending me this. This is amazing. These players need to play a rematch together on this map. Well, I've been your host, Swkoll, and if you have any ideas to improve this replay, please leave them in the comments below. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, do YouTube things, and good night.